Hey guys. So, I know it's been a while. Just been getting back into settling in. We've been getting a lot of stuff for the apartment. We went and got a lamp today. It's over there. It's like a floor lamp, and it's also got like a little reading lamp attached to the lamp, and it's adjustable, so I needed that because it's really dark in here when the sun goes down. It gets a lot of great natural light, as you can tell, but once the sun goes down, it's super fucking dark in here, and I've been having to use like the big overhead lights, and I don't like those. I like soft light, so I got like soft light bulbs for the lamp. So I'm going to be using that now when I'm reading, which is great. And then I got another full bookshelf. Seth got that for me today, so that was exciting. So now I have 3 full bookshelves again, and it feels great to have all this room. I actually have an entire empty shelf back here because I've been getting rid of a lot of stuff that I haven't wanted to read. I've been taking them to Half Price and getting stuff I do want to read, so that's been great. But yeah, so I did try to start doing that TBR unwrapping thing, and it just didn't work for me because I just had no urge to pick up the books I was unwrapping, and it just, yeah, I like just seeing my books and knowing what I have and then just being able to grab those. And there was like one I really wanted to read, but I never unwrapped it, so now it's unwrapped, and now I can pick that up whenever, when I want to get to that, so that's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, so today I just wanted to do like a book haul because it's been a minute since I've done a book haul, so there might be some in here that I've already talked about and I just forgot. A lot of books in here I actually got for free from work, like ARCs, and then I also have like these things, they're called strips, so like certain books, when you scan them, rather than being returned to the vendor that you get them from, like HarperCollins or whatever, they'll actually be stripped, so that means you'll strip the cover of the book, and then the rest of the book will go to be recycled. So if there's books that are strips that you want, you can just take those. So I have a couple of those here as well, and then the other books are just books I was able to buy, or I traded and got other stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna probably go a little bit faster than normal just because I need to get this done because I have work in a couple of hours, and I just need to I haven't really had any chill time because as soon as I got up I made breakfast, and then we went out and went to Walmart and got like all the apartment stuff, like the lamp, and we got Seth a chair, and got my other bookshelf. So we've just been running, and yesterday was my day off, and we did the same thing. We went and ran a bunch of errands and did stuff that needed to be done, so I'm just tired and I just want to relax, so I'm gonna try to get through this video as quickly as I can, so let's just jump into it. So the first book I have is one of those things I was talking about, the strips, and that is The Warrior Heir by Cinda Williams-Jima. I'm about to start reading The Crimson Crown, which is the last book in the Seven Realms series, which is my boyfriend's favorite series, and once I finish that, then I'm probably gonna start this and just see how this series goes. And then I need to jump into Flamecaster because we have that because I bought that for him when it came out, which he still hasn't read. So yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, so I got that, and again, like a free book, why not? And it was the first one in the series. The next book I got is Saint's Blood by Sebastian de Castell. This is the 3rd book in the Greatcoat series, which is like my all-time favorite series after Harry Potter. I have declared it now. I adore this series so much. It's so freaking good. It's just fantastic. Me and Kristen, we buddy read the first book together, and then I just recently read the 2nd book because it took me a while to get to the 2nd one, just because once I finish these, that's it, it's over, and I'm gonna cry. But yeah, and then this is the 3rd one, which Kristen sent to me because she ended up buying the 3rd one, but she got the other 2 from the library, so she sent this to me because she knew I already owned the other 2, that way I can have the complete collection. She's so great. I just need to buy the 4th one, but I'll probably wait because that one should be coming out in paperback a little later this year because all the rest are in paperback, which you guys know I normally don't care But if I already have the other 3 in paperback, I mean, you know, and it'll probably be a little bit before I get to this one, because 1, it's a hunger, and 2, I don't want it to be over. I don't want it to be over. I just want this series to go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Okay, anyway. And the next one I got is actually an arc of Everless by Sarah Holland. I picked this up from work because I saw it on the shelf, and like its little publisher letter, they each come with like a little thing that's usually right here, and it said perfect for fans of like Throne of Glass, and I was like, me. So that's really why I grabbed it. So I still need to get to this and see what it's all about and all that good stuff. So yeah. The next one I have is another strip, and that is The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. We've been doing zone maintenance or whatever, so there's been a lot of stuff that's been being due out, and there was a lot of Nicholas Sparks stuff, and this was the only one I grabbed just because I don't really care for romance, but you know, it's The Notebook, and I love that movie, and I just wanted to see what the book is like. And the book is so short, like it's only 230 pages. So this will be a really quick read when I get to it. And the next one I got, another strip, and that is The Last Descendants, an Assassin's Creed series by someone Kirby. Sorry, it doesn't have the full name on it because the cover's ripped off, obviously. This is actually the 3rd in the series, which I didn't know, which kind of upsets me, but maybe I'll be able to get the other ones whenever they're due out or something like that, but we'll see. But at least I have it, I guess. The next one I got, we actually had like some publisher overstock at the store, and it ended up dropping down to where these books were only $1.99, and with my regular membership, I was able to get them $1.79, so I got this one, Stealing Snow by Daniel Page, and I also got A Thousand Nights by M.K. Johnston, I think. I don't have the dust jacket on here just because, like, it came with a dust jacket and it's down there. It's just, this is way prettier than what the dust jacket, like, way prettier. So yeah, I got these two, and I will read them at some point. The next one I got is The Iron Queen by Julie Kagawa. I got this when I was trading in some stuff at half price because it was on the clearance section. It's only $3, and it was the next book I needed in this series, which I still need to read book 2, and then this one's book 3, so at least now I have it. The next book I got, I've actually already read, and that is Zenith by Sasa Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. This is an arc. I got it from work, and I freaked out when I saw it on the shelf. Like, I literally was like, and there was like 4 of my coworkers were in the break room at that time, and so they were all just like, what is going on? And I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, do you guys not know what this book is? And I was like telling them and everything, and they were just like, that's great, Jessica. Like, but yeah, I'm excited that I own this, and it's so great. It's so nice to have. So yeah, and it was really good. I gave it like a 4 out of 5 stars. The next one I got is another arc that I got at work, and that is The Philosopher's Flight, half science, half magic, entirely fantastic by Tom Miller. And this is like about this guy, and he's like one of the few guys that like practices philosophy, and it's a female dominated branch of science used to summon wind, heal the injured, and even fly. And so it's not something that men in this world typically do, so he's kind of singled out for that and everything. And of course there's a tragedy, and then he ends up getting a scholarship to Radcliffe College, which is where basically all the people that are studying that go. So it's basically gonna be like kind of like a guy that is into like this stuff, and he's going to a magic school, and it sounded interesting enough. Like, it was like something I work in receiving, and so I get to see these before most the other people do, so I usually get claim before anybody else. And so I don't know, I read it and I was just like, this sounds interesting enough, so I'll probably end up picking this up at some point. I don't know when, but it does sound good, and it looks like most of it is like dialogue, which is fantastic, so I definitely need to check it out. It looks like it's gonna be good, and it's book 1 in the Philosopher Wars series, so this is gonna be a series for sure. But yeah, and I love the cover. The cover is really cool. So yeah, at some point I need to get cracking on that. The next one I got is a really exciting arc, and that is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. I still need to read this. I know I suck. I haven't read it yet, but I want to read it soon. And you guys know what all this is about. Everybody on BookTube has been talking about this and everything. It's about the girl, and something happens to her grandmother, and then she has to go into the woods and save her. Or is it her mom? It's either her grandmother or her mom. And it's like really twisted and crazy, and it sounds really good, and I'm excited to get to this, hopefully soon. And the next one, another arc from work, and that is Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi, I think. And again, everybody's been talking about this arc. They're really excited about it. Yeah, this is supposed to be really, really good, and I'm excited to hurry up and get to this, but this actually doesn't come out until March, so I have some time on this one. Like, it's not dire yet, but I do really want to get to it, like, ASAP. So, okay. And the next thing I got is another strip, and that is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I have the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson, and I've read the first book in that. I still need to continue on and finish the other 2 books, but a lot of people talk highly about this. They say it's so freaking good and everything, and one turned up to be like due out or damaged or anyway, something, and so I was able to get it, which was really exciting. So even though I hate mass market paperback, it's still really cool that I got to get this for free. It's like, it's free. I'm not gonna complain. I'll read it, like, free. So, pretty exciting about that. And this is the last strip I have, and that is a Robin Hobb book. It is Dragon Keeper, Volume 1 of the Rain Wilds Chronicles. And I just got this because I'm trying to collect all of Robin Hobb's works. I have read the first book in the Fitz and the Fool trilogy thing, Assassin's Apprentice, and I own Assassin's Royal Assassin, but I still need to read it. But this was just due out, and I don't know when this one will come in, because I know most of her work is like it's connected. So, but at least I have it, because it's real expensive to buy all of it. So I got that. Okay. Now the next one I actually purchased from my work myself, and that is The Copper Gauntlet by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. Words Are Hard. And this is the second book in the Magisterium series. I read the first one, The Iron Trial, a few months back, and I really, really enjoyed it, and the ending was such a cliffhanger, so I really wanted the second book, so now I have it, and hopefully I'll be reading this soon. Alright. The next thing I got is this box set of the Sookie Stackhouse novels, which this is the series that the show True Blood was based on, which I have never seen, which I probably will see once I finish these. But this, like I said, this is the first 7 books in it, and this was at half price, and it was only $10, and I had credit, so I didn't even pay for it, so that was great. So, yeah, I mean, how can you go wrong? 7 books for $10, and I had the credit, so I didn't even have to pay my own money for it. I just literally traded in books. Fantastic. So, real excited about these, and hopefully I'll be getting to these soon, and it's just so pretty, and I'm so excited about it, and I've been getting really into, like, the adult urban fantasy genre, like, me and Kristen, we've been buddy reading a lot of books that are in that genre. Like right now we're buddy reading the first book in the Hollows series by Kim Harrison. So, and that's going pretty well. We're trying to finish it today, which is why I'm trying to wrap this video up, because I need to go so I can finish that before I have to go to work today. And then hopefully when I get home I'll have a little bit of energy left so that I can read some of the book that I'm reading myself. So we'll see how that's going. But yeah, I've been just buying those books on Kindle, because Kindle books are pretty cheap, if you find the deals and stuff, because I have a Kindle Paperweight now and it's great and I love it. And yeah, so yeah, I have these and I'm really excited about these, and I'm happy I'm getting into this genre, so it's all going well. I'm gonna skip around a little bit. The next books I got, my boyfriend actually bought all of these books for me from Half Price the other day, because we were just out running errands and he wanted to go to Hobbytown, and the Half Price Books is right there by it. So, and I had a coupon, so might as well, right? So the next two books I got are Did I Mention I Love You and Did I Mention I Need You by Estelle Mascami. Okay, so the story with these guys is that I saw these books at work when I was receiving, and I read the synopsis of the first one, because these are the UK editions, because this is what they had at Half Price, but the ones I was looking at were the US editions, and it looked interesting, and so I read the synopsis, and it's the step I can't talk, words are so hard, the step siblings trope of them falling in love and stuff, and I don't know, it just sounded good. And the first book, they're in LA. If you guys don't know, I am obsessed with California. I went my freshman year in high school for a choir thing, and I've always been obsessed. I've always wanted to live there. I love it. So any book set there is just great, and I don't know, it kind of sounded a lot like Paper Princess, which I really enjoy. I really enjoy those books. I have Twisted Palace now on my Kindle, so I need to read that because it's only $1.99. I was like, yes, score, because normally they're $4.99. So I need to read that, but yeah, so this is what this sounded like, and so that's why I got them. And this is what I'm currently reading. I am 43 pages in and on chapter 5, and it's okay so far. It'll get better once things start to occur. Oh, and the main character, she likes books and book shopping, so I'm feeling her right now. So yeah, and the next 4 books that my awesome boyfriend bought me yesterday was the entire quartet of the Song of the Lioness by Tamara Pierce. And the reason why I wanted these is because an arc that I got from work is Tempest and Slaughter by Tamara Pierce. And you don't have to read any of her other work to read this, is what it says, but it's good if you've read some of her stuff, because then some things will it'll be kind of you know how Six of Crows is, where certain characters appear in that from the Shadow and Bone trilogies, and you get an extra layer of when you read it, it's the same thing, is what I'm thinking. So I'd like to at least read some of her work so that I understand a little bit more on this one. So yeah, and these books are so short, well, let me tell you. The first one is only 249 pages. They're so short, and this is I'll probably get through these so quickly, and they sound good, and I'm excited for them. So that's that. Last 2 books, guys. So I have Red Rising by Pierce Brown on my Kindle, and I ended up picking up Golden Sun by Pierce Brown in paperback, and I'm planning on getting Morning Star soon, because the next arc I got from work is Iron Gold by Pierce Brown. Yeah, so I was in receiving, and I was opening up the ARC packages, and this was there, and I got it, and I was really excited about it, because my favorite booktuber, if you guys don't know, is Piera at Piera Ford, and this is her favorite series of all time. She fucking talks about it all the time. and I want to know what the thing is. So I have started reading Red Rising. I'm like 40 pages in. I haven't been continuing just because I've had so many other books to read because I'm buddy reading with Kristen and I have library books and like all of these things. But what I've decided that I'm gonna do from now on, because I end up checking out way too many books from the library and then I get stressed about them. So what I plan on doing is I'm just gonna finish the Del Toro Quest books because I am really enjoying those. So my plan is to finish those because my books are due back on the 17th and I'll take my books back that day. And then I'm only allowed to get like 2 or 3 books from the library at the max, which I'm pretty sure the only ones I'm going to get when I go this next time is Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman and the Batman thing by Marie Lu, because those are 2 new releases that I know they have that I really want to read. But other than that, I'm not really planning on getting anything else because I need to read my own books because I have so many that need to be read. So I'm gonna kind of go on a little bit of a library ban, not really, but you know what I mean. Like I'm gonna kind of limit it a little bit more so I'm not like stressed out all the time about my library books, because you shouldn't be stressed out about library books. They're just supposed to be like an added like extra happy thing, and that's just hasn't been the case, so I need to fix that. So that's the plan. So yeah, those are all the books I got. That was quite a few books. But I haven't done a haul in a really long time, so that's why there's so many, because I never have the money to go buy the books. So the only reason I have this many books is most of these are arcs or strips from work, so most of these books were free. There's only like a handful that were actually paid for, and 6 of them were paid for by my awesome boyfriend because he's great. So yeah, there's only a few in here that I myself actually bought, and 2 of those were $1.79 books because your girl is poor. but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. Let me know what books you recently have acquired, which ones you're really excited to read, all of the stuff, and I will catch you guys later.